Match week 24 must-win situation for Chelsea on the back of back-to-back victories against Brentford and Crystal Palace. 3 points against 18th place West Ham is absolutely critical, as West Ham, even if they somehow manage to beat Chelsea at home at Stamford Bridge, they will remain in the relegation spots. Brentford and Crystal Palace. Well, it's crunch time. It simply is crunch time now. With under 15 games left in the Premier League, Chelsea finally getting a bit of rhythm in terms of results. 5 wins out of 6 in Liam Rossinia's excellent starts. But there have been underlying issues, and we are hoping that Chelsea look to iron it out heading here against our London opponents here. West Ham gathering heat here, 2 wins. On the back of 2 wins, this is the perfect form that they're entering here, knowing that 3 points at Stamford Bridge is very, very rare. But Nuno Espirito Santos' men will be ready for the challenge. A defensively strong unit now reinvigorated after Graham Potter, having managed both clubs, left them in a perilous situation, with West Ham forced to pull the trigger early in and bringing in Nuno Espirito Santos, but they haven't been able to escape the relegation spots now. But it's crunch time. 3 points here would be a massive lift. This is the kind of game where Nuno goes out and tells his players it's pretty much a free hit if you can get anything out of Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Well, Chelsea have gone with a much changed lineup, and rightfully so. We have to shuffle the pack considering we've got games coming thick and fast. Just after we finished up business against Napoli away from home, we've got West Ham here at home now, and then that small matter of the Carabao Cup semi-finals as Caicedo loses the ball here, and on the left-hand side, good defending there. Trevor Chalobah makes sure that he gets into the right position. Castellanos, the new number 9 for West Ham United after Nicholas Fulkrug and Callum Wilson, both not eligible, but that is very poor from Caicedo. Hasn't been his best return in terms of form. We need Moises Caicedo to be at his absolute best, that's for sure. Just an early warning sign. Didn't get the clean sheet against Crystal Palace, so that was a bit disappointing from a Chelsea point of view, but 3-1 away from home. Yes, against struggling Crystal Palace, but that was massive considering the, well, less than impressive 2-0 victory against Brentford at home. That is a game. On any other day, we lose that game. Somehow Chelsea escaped, not just with 3 points, but with a clean sheet as well. We've been very sloppy in the early exchanges here, and it's Diouf, and he loses out. Good defending there by Jarell Hart, who has been drafted into the starting 11 for Marc Cucurella to get some well-deserved rest. I mean, his form has dipped particularly, and it's good to see here. And it's Cole Palmer, and just trying to make himself a nuisance. Well, he's got 2 different wing pairings here, and I think it's the kind of wing pairing he will prefer with Jamie Gittins and Alejandro Garnacho. Of course, Estevao is our starting right winger for us for here to the end of the season, but we have to manage his minutes throughout here. As Gittins down the right-hand side tries to be positive, so does Jarell Hart, pokes it forward to Cole Palmer down the right-hand side, ball into the box here for Liam Delap. It's brilliantly blocked away. Garnacho gathers. It's Enzo Fernandez. It's a weak effort. Very good start this from Chelsea on the front foot here. Badiashile applies the full press. Anthony Taylor allows play to continue. Gittins in tight areas. Very good this. Chelsea very much on the front foot here. Cole Palmer drops the shoulder down the right-hand side. Past Mame Diouf. Well defended. Well, good this from Chelsea. Just woke up after that West Ham chance. Cole Palmer with the ball into the box. Just looking to fade that towards Liam Delap. And Wan-Bissaka. Excellent defending. The 2 ex-Manchester United players down that left-hand side for Chelsea. Alejandro Garnacho and Wan-Bissaka. This is very interesting here. On the ball, Chelsea going with the back 3, and that's what Benoit Badiashile helps Chelsea with. That left footer, he's got the height, he's got the passing range. Chelsea do build out the back much better when Benoit Badiashile is in the team. That means Jarell Hart will be the man who will be inverting into midfield alongside Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer, Gittins and Garnacho, the front 3 for Liam Delap. Just the 1 Premier League goal for Liam. This is the kind of game we want him to register on the score sheet, especially with Enzo and Cole behind him. Well, Joao Pedro is our undisputed starting 9 from here to next few years. The way that Joao's been playing, he's been playing at an absolutely elite level, but he needed the rest. The amount of work that he's had to shoulder, literally for injuries. There's Rosinha Senior, and the bench. He'll be so proud to see his boy manage Chelsea Football Club, aged 41? I mean, kudos, man. In terms of making a good impression, he has. It's not all rosy, it's not all perfect from Chelsea, but winning is contagious. Just keep going on that run, win games you're supposed to win, build that momentum. And here's a man that has been a huge reason for that, Rob Sanchez. I mean, tell me another player who has improved like Rob Sanchez this season. I mean, you're going to be very pressed to find me a better answer, because his reputation was in the dumps. But over the past 12 to, I would even say 15, 18 months, he has been really elite, man. Credit where credit is due. As they say, could be an idiot, but he's our idiot. Yes, Caicedo to Enzo Fernandez down the left-hand side. Finds Alejandro Garnacho up against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Playing the 1-2 with Enzo Fernandez. First time ball into the box. Better there from Chelsea. I do like when Enzo and Garnacho operate on the same side of the pitch. They do have that telepathy, and Enzo keeps looking for that ball for Garnacho to run behind. Corner for Chelsea. Our set pieces have been very poor, though. I mean, we very rarely clear the front man. Reece James has been in charge of the set pieces. Enzo with no Reece today. Again protected. For that Arsenal game, we got Enzo Fernandez, who needs no protection. Always ready as it puts a brilliant ball in. It's punched away by Areola, and it's cleared away as West Ham win the second ball. Chelsea keep the pressure alive. Here's Malo Gusto down the right hand side, looking for a cross into the box. Just overcooks the cross, and it's safe for West Ham. Liam Rosinha will be quietly pleased with the last 4 or 5 minutes that Chelsea have really grown into the game. Need to test Alphonse Areola a lot more, but decent signs. West Ham back-to-back victories, 2 very impressive victories as well. 2-1 away at Tottenham, and then 3-1 at home to Sunderland. I mean, Chelsea lost at home on this very ground to Sunderland, and Sunderland completely deserving that victory. I remember they scored in the, 94th, 95th minute? Talby scoring it. I remember that dagger like it was yesterday, but it's a long time ago. Here's Jared Bowen, though, who keeps haunting us. What a ball in, and it's 1-0 to West Ham. It doesn't take a touch of the centre forward. It's Jared Bowen, who scores quite a few goals against Chelsea. Scores again. It's West Ham out of absolutely nothing. Well, can you believe it? Just a hopeful ball into the box. Castellano doesn't get a touch on it. Rob Sanchez at full stretch. This is as unlucky as it gets, but it should wake Chelsea up here. And Jarell Hato loses the duel here, and I think Garnacho's weak in the challenge, but Chelsea still have enough here. Jared Bowen allowed to turn far too easily. It's a ball just put in hope rather than expectation, and that's a free goal. That's all you can say, really. No clean sheet for Liam Rosinha's men, but now having to come from behind, try and get all 3 points. That's a shame. That's a shame, but it's never a dull day at the bridge. It's never easy. It's never straightforward. Nuno knows that's a big goal, and now he can really implement his game plan. Chelsea's ability to break down the deep block will be tested now. Yep, the only criticism is got to close down Jared Bowen. Castellano did really well to get past Trevor Chalobah. Chelsea built nicely here. This is what I wanted to see. Caicedo, Enzo. Oh, Cole Palmer lets it go for Jamie Gittins, but Malo Gusto fetches on the right-hand side. Chelsea need to respond swiftly here. 1-0 early on. This isn't the worst time to concede. Here's Benoit Badiashile. It's all about that Chelsea character. Can we dig deep here and beat a side who's got a coach who's notorious when it comes to protecting leads? Big game for Malo Gusto as well, playing as that right side as centre-back when Chelsea have to build. Not as that traditional right back, but we have seen him in a couple of games playing as that touchline right back, which is a role he really excels in. Jamie Gittins pushed off the ball, but Anthony Taylor spots the foul. This is going to be a big battle here. Jamie Gittins versus Diouf. Malik Diouf is an excellent defender. I am rooting for the kid, man. Here's Liam Delap. Good hold-up play. Should have that understanding with Cole Palmer. Into the 10th minute. Chelsea rattled with that early goal. Garnacho. Does he look to take on Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Have played up against each other in training multiple times. I think this is the first time they're going this season here as Chalobah finds Gusto. Chelsea inviting the press. Pablo and Castellanos. That is a foul, and it's a nasty one there by Pablo. He's left one on Moises Caicedo. Caicedo quickly just gets on with it. Badiashile. Garnacho. Enzo Fernandez. Decent feed to Malo Gusto down the right hand side. Chelsea need to step it up here. 10 minutes on the clock. Gittins. Need to see Gittins being positive. Go at the fullback. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, Diouf is an excellent defender. He's got the athleticism, very tactically nous as well, knowing how to follow the winger here. Chelsea trying to create a bit of space there for Gittins, but Mateus Fernandez comes across. The 21-year-old Mexican midfielder does have a really good shot on him, and Thomas Souček in midfield will be tasked to try and cover a lot of space during the 90 minutes. Somerville on the left, and of course Jared Bowen down the right hand side. The two South Americans, Pablo and Castellanos. Here's Caicedo. Now looking a lot more assured with his last couple of touches. Trevor Chalobah. And he's become pretty much an undroppable centre-half player for Chelsea. Trevor Chalobah. Enzo Fernandez shifts it to Alejandro Garnacho down the left-hand side. Tries to get past Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's a corner for Chelsea. Well, our main threat from set pieces, Joao Pedro's on the bench, but we do have plenty of height. Badiashile, Liam Delap, Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah's got 3 Premier League goals. Did score against West Ham at the West Ham Stadium, where Chelsea put 5 past Graham Potter's West Ham. Enzo Fernandez delivers. Very good ball in. It's flapped, and it's Malo Gusto who nearly gets to it. Jamie Gittins protects the ball. That's certainly a foul there by Somerville. Gittins does well to protect the ball. He knows that a tackle is coming. Takes one for the team. Good tracking back. Somerville, well, he's just eager to get there because he would be through on goal. Areola does well and nearly fell to Cole Palmer. But yeah, good tracking back there by Jamie Gittins. 12 minutes on the clock. Jared Bowen getting the opener. How many times has Jared Bowen scored against us, man? I've lost count. Garnacho really struggling to keep hold of the ball. And Bissaka getting the better of him, but his pass is pretty poor. Chelsea win the ball back. Fernandez. Oh, Caicedo has to let that go. Instead, he tries to get the ball there. Chelsea in trouble. The reverse is good. Chelsea in real trouble. It's very well blocked by Trevor Chalobah. Moises Caicedo needs to switch on there. That pass wasn't meant for him. He tries to nick it. I mean, it was going to be a comfortable pass to Malo Gusto. It ends up being a half chance created for West Ham United. The first time pass was definitely on. Jared Bowen is begging for it. And Diouf down the left-hand side. Very good defending there. This time it's Moises Caicedo who just steps in. Caicedo just having a up and down first half so far. West Ham very much up for it. And why not? They got the early goal. They know that they can really leave one on Chelsea. As I said before, 3 points for West Ham still doesn't take them out of the relegation zone. 20 points in 24 games, not ideal. Here's Benoit Badiashile. Chelsea just need to sharpen up here. West Ham will feel that on the counter-attack, always be interested. They do got pace, tenacity, and quality, especially in those wide areas. Somerville has scored in back-to-back games as Enzo and Garnacho look to play the 1-2. Oh, Enzo Fernandez, far too casual there. Tries to nibble in. Caicedo, Jarell Hato rather, goes crunching in. There was a Caicedo type challenge there by Jarell Hato. Seems to be learning a thing or two from Moy. Yes, Somerville. Souček. Still amazing that Thomas Souček still in that heart of the midfield. What is he, 32, 33 now maybe? Nearly 15 minutes on the clock. Chelsea's forward line yet to really threaten, but it's Wan-Bissaka down the right. Badiashile does very well. Not enough conviction in that. Oh, that's a very clever pass down the right-hand side, and Sanchez with a brilliant save at his near post. Oh, Chelsea get cut open there. Benoit Badiashile has to get more in that interception. This is such a clever pass. Hato, on a couple of occasions, has been caught not being in the position, but Sanchez is very strong at the near post. Another warning sign. Another warning shot fired at Chelsea. Hasn't been the assured start to the first half so far. I think we had a 5-minute burst, but since then, West Ham have slowly but surely grown into the game here. 15 minutes on the clock. West Ham will feel that they deserve it. Wouldn't blame them either. Chelsea need to do more here. Get the forward players involved. Liam Delap has had 2 touches in 15 minutes. That's nowhere near enough. At home, centre forward. Needs to make those runs. Here he is. Drop shot. Jarell Hato finds Benoit Badiashile. Chelsea need to be a bit more quicker with the tempo. West Ham have everybody behind the ball in their own half. Here's Chalobah. Benoit Badiashile. No time to panic. No reason to panic really, but as long as this stays at 1-0, it could be Yanks. But Chelsea play out beautifully here. Caicedo to Hato. And now Garnacho down the left-hand side. Need a bit of quality. Defers to Enzo Fernandez instead. That's a clever clip pass there. Very good defending there by Malik Diouf. It's another corner for Chelsea. I remember at home against Parfos, we had nearly 15 corners. Took really use of only one. Had a few early. I think that's 3 now. Yep. 3 corners for Chelsea as Cole takes it short. What a wasted motion there. We're going to have to go backwards. So pointless playing those short corners, man. Especially, it's pretty mindless there from Cole, unfortunately. But he gets the ball in a bit of space after drawing the West Ham press. It's Cole Palmer in the half space. Finds Enzo Fernandez. That's surely a foul there, ref. I mean, if that's a foul, that's a yellow card as well. That's a tackle from behind on the skipper today. Anthony Taylor has given us a few calls, but Somerville, coming from behind, you have to get all of the ball and very little of the player. It's unlucky. It's very unlucky. I think Somerville's gotten the ball there for Anthony Taylor's. You can see from his angle, they've put a ref cam on Anthony Taylor so that no tomfoolery is going to happen from the man who screwed Chelsea multiple times in the past. Last few times he's actually refed our games better. Bit of a fortuitous free kick for Chelsea. We'll take it. Alphonse Areola just making sure that he's got his wall set up. Got the left foot of Cole and the right foot of Enzo Fernandez. Cole's got 4 Premier League goals. Enzo Fernandez enjoying his best streak in front of goals. 7 Prems for him, in the Prem for him. Of course, Joao Pedro, our top scorer. He's on the bench for us. He will be our insurance. I'm giving Liam Delap 45 minutes to really impress. 45, max 50, and then it's Joao Pedro time. This would be a cracking way to equalize for Chelsea. It's Cole Palmer who is sizing this one up. Could look to bend this around Moises Caicedo or look for top bins at the near post. Either way, Alfonso Areola is preparing for the worst. It's Cole Palmer! Oh, it's on target. Areola with a comfortable gather because of his starting position and a quick shuffle of his feet. Shot on target, better, but Cole catches that well, but nowhere near the corner really. Starting to get a bit nervy now at Stamford Bridge. Again, no reason to panic, no time to panic. This is where Chelsea's maturity will be tested. I want to see those rotations, how Chelsea plan to break. It's a back 4 on paper, 4-2-3-1 with Mavropanos and Jean-Claire Todibo as the 2 centre halves. Wan-Bissaka as the right. And of course, Juf on the left. Have Suchek just going to sit there. He's not going to making too many forward runs, that's for sure. That's for Mateus Fernandes. The obvious structure here from West Ham. Got two willing runners in Somerville, and Fernandes nicks that nicely. Finds Somerville. You need to see Cole Palmer feeding Liam Delap or vice versa in the forward areas. It's been pretty tame. Wan-Bissaka wins the header against Garnacho, but Hato was very calm there. That duel so far, and Wan-Bissaka is winning it. He's barely let Garnacho go past him. A couple of occasions he has made runs on the right hand side. Garnacho will make sure that he keeps his defensive duties very much diligent. Close to the 20-minute mark, West Ham having the perfect start at Stamford Bridge. They've really prevented shots at Areola, and they've got the early goal. Curious there from Sanchez. Just moments like that just start to creep into the Chelsea players. Benoit Badiashile, could he have done better? Just get a bit more on that clearance, man. Just he did well in terms of his positioning, but just one of those. But still, as I said, not the worst time to concede at home. Should have really woken us up. Want to see more from our wingers, man. I mean, Jamie Gittins, 20 minutes on the clock. How many times has he tried to take the full back on? Zero. Garnacho on the left is looking busy, but I'm not going to be fooled by just effort. I mean, that's bare minimum. Badiashile shows calmness, so does Sanchez. Here's Cole Palmer now. Finds Moises Caicedo, very risky, but turns out into a beautiful pass to Enzo Fernandez, who switches it nicely to Alejandro Garnacho. Go on, take Wan-Bissaka on, drifts in field, loses it, but keeps it and loses it again. That's really poor from Garnacho, but he gets the ball back somehow. What a terrible pass, oh my goodness me. Alejandro Garnacho, his head is in space, and he needs to just slow down, man. He needs to find passes, simple passes, just find. I mean, even Fernandes has his hands up. I mean, he's a guy who keeps supporting Garnacho, but come on, these are the basics. Find passes, 5-10 yard passes, not asking for too much. Hato's been on the front foot, but he has left that left back spot vacant on a couple of occasions. Benoit Badiashile having to cover a lot of ground down that left hand side. The one game that we see no Pedro Neto, and Garnacho decides to drop an absolute stinker so far. Chelsea with nearly 80% of the ball. I mean, it's a pointless statistic at home, really. This is exactly the game plan for Nuno Espirito Santos. But Chelsea need to do more. Need to test Areola a lot more. Oh my goodness, Garnacho can't find a pass. Get your head in the game, bro. Jeez. Keep the ball, drive, nothing so far. At least for a couple of attacks, just go down the right. Let Gittins have a go. I mean, you're trying to focus. Oh, wow. Well, as we talk about Gittins, he's gone down. I mean, it can't be for workload, really. He's barely played any football. For him to have a muscle injury right now at this stage of the season would be a real killer blow for us. Have been decent in the progression of the ball. That's been one of the complaints I've had it, but I think West Ham have shown very little resistance in stopping us play, really. So I would say it's easier to look good in possession when the opposition isn't pressing and forcing us to go long. But our forward play halfway through the first half, it's got to be said, it's been non-existent. Need a lot more. Need the guys just take a bit of responsibility, man. Cole Palmer, demand the ball in those central areas. Well, Gittins is still down. I think his time is done here. No Estovao on the bench, which means that Pedro Neto is going to be on the right hand side. Neto and Garnacho at home, us chasing a goal. Yeah, Pedro Neto. He's warming up profusely. And Gittins is off. I mean, can you believe it? What has he done here, man? Nothing. I mean, it's not a contact injury. He's not gone in full clip. How's he done such damage that he's off the pitch? But come on, Gittins, you need to try and battle through this. I mean, there's nothing. It's really, it's a real shame, man. I have no idea what he's done then. I really hope it isn't serious, because those innocuous challenges can... Oh, anyways, you don't want to speculate, but it's a real shame. Chelsea having to make the change. Is this a game for maybe... Why do we have to go with Pedro Neto? Maybe Joao Pedro has to just be brought in here. Maybe Cole Palmer plays on the right-hand side. Joao Pedro goes as the number 10. I mean, Pedro Neto against a deep block. I'm not sure this is a like-for-like changer for Liam Rossini. He needs to find better options. Pedro Neto down the right, especially the way Garnacho has started the first half. He knows that we can't have inconsistency on both wings. Maybe Cole Palmer would be a safer bet and Joao Pedro as the number 10. Got to try something different here. It would be pressed, but it looks like Pedro Neto's number will be called up. Wait and see. Neto has had production for us, but off late his form, I mean, I prefer not to speak. There's Enzo Fernandez just losing his patience. I don't like that challenge there from Enzo. 2 hands on the back of Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the sideline. It's naughty. Liam Delap has had 25 minutes and 0 impact, and now Pedro Neto enters the fray. Jamie Gittins lasts all of 25 minutes and he's been walking all around, and we don't know how long he's going to be out for. It's a real shame. He had a big opportunity. He was hooked against Napoli after being coming on as a sub in the second half. He needed a bit of height because of Lukaku being on the pitch, but considering all the changes that Liam Rossini made, it was an understandable one, considering that it didn't really make an impact in Naples. Hato clears, but not too far. Here's Souček. I haven't seen him making a forward burst. Oh, Enzo Fernandez. Good challenge there. Wins the ball back. Chelsea need to score before halftime. It's that simple. Can't imagine going into the second half chasing a goal down. We could have been at the similar scoreline against Crystal Palace at home if Sanchez didn't make that brilliant save 1v1 against Mateta. Could have happened then. Fortune and a bit of brilliance by Sanchez was on show that day. Today it's gone the other way. That's pretty much football, isn't it? As this time win the first ball, but Caicedo wins it back. Cole Palmer finds Pedro Neto for the first time. He's got the overlap of Malo Gusto. He uses it immediately. Cross comes into the box. It's Garnacho at the far stick. Won't win the duel. The first touch is a bit heavy, and Jared Bowen, brilliant from the skipper, man. Look at that. Tracks back all the way to make sure that he makes the interception. The man who scored the goal prevents Chelsea from having a strike. He's a cult hero for West Ham, isn't he? I mean, some players just belong at certain clubs, and Jared Bowen has been the embodiment at West Ham. Scores goals, he plays every game, plays with passion, quality, you can never doubt him. Yep, he'll go down in West Ham folklore, that's for sure. Chelsea need to do better though. Chelsea need to really wake up. Yeah, Sanchez had to make that save at the front post. Other than that, he's been pretty quiet, but so has Alphonse Areola, really. Speed up the tempo. That's got to be the message from Liam Rossini. Was had to make a change after Jamie Gittins came off for Pedro Neto. Chelsea had to really pepper the goal. Oh, that's a poor pass there by Hato, but Caicedo recovers. Enzo Fernandez, his pass is poor as well. Chelsea now starting to misplace a lot of passes. Even Chalobah forcing Sanchez. You see, this is very contagious. Into the 30th minute now. Simple 5-7 yard passes are being misplaced. Chelsea need to get a grip. Malo Gusto now inverting. Both fullbacks really playing in midfield. More bodies, maybe getting those rotations going. Need to move the West Ham press around. Here's Jarell Hato. Interesting now that Benoit Badiashile is now the centre back. Jarell Hato as the left-sided centre back, and Trevor Chalobah on the right. Seeing rotations not just in midfield but even in the back line. Gusto helping up the build-up, but Caicedo not looking to progress the ball. But it's been a 5-6 out of 10 half from Moises Caicedo. I'm harsh because of his really high standards, but I call what I see. Here's Hato. Badiashile, Caicedo, lovely pass there to Liam Delap. Fluid this from Chelsea. It's Garnacho down the left-hand side. A bit of ball manipulation, but not enough trickery to get past Aaron Wan-Bissaka's. Just a throw in for Chelsea. Garnacho, 30 minutes, I would say. It's been a forgetful one. No real impact. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's got him in his pocket. He stopped everything. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. Interesting that both pivot players are in a vertical line. Cole Palmer now in the half space. He's got Pedro Neto holding the width. And the rotations all on display here. Gusto, Chelsea trying to be intricate. It's Palmer now holding the width. Gusto. Jarell Hato, it's fullback to fullback. Now Garnacho again. We've favored the left-hand side. It's time for Garnacho to deliver, but oh my goodness me. Oh, he wins the ball back. Good effort for real lack of quality, but it's Caicedo, edge of the box. Moises Caicedo trying to jink. Moises Caicedo with the strike. Might have taken a deflection. It hasn't. Just a goal kick. Well, Caicedo's got 3 Premier League goals. His best return, of course, that absolute thumper against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Caicedo trying to jink away from the challenge and just trying to bend that using Thomas Souček, I think, who was closing him down. West Ham quietly achieving their first half objective here. What, 12 and a half minutes plus added on time left in the first half? Perfect first half, I would say. There's that stage of the season where we just have to win, man. I mean, as much as you want performances to really be at that high level, 3 points, any means necessary. It's just reached that point of the season. Every game feels massive here. Have an opportunity to go ahead of Manchester United, who host Fulham tomorrow. 3 points, absolutely critical, because Liverpool play Newcastle after this one, so just know that 3 points, failure to get 3 points here, you shudder the thought. Diouf has had a comfortable game against Gittins, and Neto yet to really have a go at the Senegalese. Caicedo, good interception. Finds Enzo Fernandez. Skipper goes to Garnacho. Does he have the confidence to take on? Nope, just decides to go to Enzo Fernandez instead. Chelsea trying to be intricate down the left-hand side. Again, Garnacho, you have to pass better, dude. Jeez. Oh. Real poor fundamentals at times, man. Got attributes, sure, but sometimes it just mystifies you. Here's Chalobah. Cole Palmer between the lines. Now Garnacho down the left-hand side. Floated in ball into the box. Easily defended by Diouf. He'll happily concede the corner, considering Chelsea have not looked very threatening from the set pieces. Diouf errs on the side of safety. Gets the corner. Good defending again from Malik Diouf. African champion with Senegal. Corner for Chelsea. Good header of the front post. Enzo Fernandez trying to get the flick on header. Liam Delap might have committed the foul. Referee is happy with it. Garnacho is battling, but he loses 2 challenges. West Ham play out the press beautifully. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Garnacho helps out. Wan-Bissaka goes on the outside. What a ball in. I mean, Wan-Bissaka has done more on that side than Alejandro Garnacho has done. That is lovely play there. Shift and cross from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's a shame no one for West Ham really attacked that, but West Ham, they may not have too many attacks, but the few that they've made in the Chelsea box, bit of promise. Chelsea need to do better. I mean, again, Liam Delap, how many touches? Give me the stats, somebody. How many touches have you had in the 35 minutes of action at Stamford Bridge against relegation side here? It's 5 or 6 touches. I mean, can't be more than that. Bit shoddy there from Chelsea, but West Ham in the first header and the second, again, comfortable defending for them. Chelsea need to do better. I mean, Liam Delap, that is so poor, man. It's so late. That is a yellow card. I mean, he's got no intention of wanting to play the ball. If I'm the ref, if I've seen that, that's a yellow all day. I mean, why does he do it? I mean, what's he trying to achieve with that? What a pass that is to Jared Bowen, though. On the right-hand side, it's Wan-Bissaka, cut back, and it's a chance. It's 2-0 to West Ham. Somerville scores again. 3 games in a row. West Ham 2-0 up at Stamford Bridge. It's the sucker punch, and it arrives in emphatic fashion. Chelsea fall asleep. West Ham absolutely clinical, and they'll believe they fully warrant being 2-0 up at the Bridge. That is an excellent goal. It's got to be said. Chelsea fall asleep. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is doing everything that Garnacho was supposed to do and then some. Somerville again. That's 3 games in a row. Somerville has scored. West Ham progressed this very well. Now, the only question is Jared Bowen offside? That would be a huge let-off for Chelsea if that's the case, because there's so much still to be done here. Wan-Bissaka does very well. It's a cracking finish by Somerville, man. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, take a bow. He's put that brilliantly. Sanchez powerless to stop it. Well, 5 wins out of 6 is probably going to be 5 wins out of 7 now for Liam Rossinier, unless Chelsea complete quite the turnaround in the second half. Somerville scoring again. He's the second top scorer. I think this is his 5th Premier League goal. 3 in a row. And what a place to do it as well. Stamford Bridge. Crescencio Somerville. Chelsea's passing has been absolutely rubbish, man. I mean, we have to do better. But Malo Gusto finds Cole Palmer. Chelsea need to hit back here. This has been terrible. Pedro Neto is trying to just bumble and stumble his way forward. Diouf not falling for it. I mean, this is going to be a long end to the second half here. Pedro Neto, what are you complaining about? Diouf is just stronger, more savvier there. Get up. You're 2-0 down at home, man. I can't believe this. I mean, he might have a case, but Diouf has every right to protect the ball. It's not enough. Pedro Neto, of course, had never looked enough. Diouf did perfectly well. I mean, get up, dude. We saw it. It's bad, but it's not this bad. Oh, Manny, what's up, bro? It's terrible. These guys can just ruin the weekend. There's so much Premier League football to go for this match week. I mean, Liverpool play Newcastle, Manchester City play Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United host Fulham, Chelsea with the most abject of first halves, man. West Ham thoroughly deserve it. They've made the better entries. Sanchez has had to make a few saves. It's a brilliant goal. Nuno, as it stands, 3 in a row. Alejandro Garnacho needs to be hooked, dude. The problem is we don't have Estevao on the bench either. Joao Pedro needs to come on at halftime. Absolutely non-negotiable Liam Rossignol. Seen enough. It's that simple. Pedro Neto takes 2 minutes to get up from that, man. Come on. Just hurts us, nothing else. There's Jarell Hato. Heading into the final 5 minutes, Chelsea need to pull a goal back before half-time. There's no option at this moment. 2-0 down at half-time. I mean, I want to say, could anybody have predicted it? Had my concerns. My concerns are coming to fruition here. Wan-Bissaka's had a 10-on-10, 40 minutes. He's locked Garnacho up. He's got an assist. That's a lovely pass as well. Caicedo tries to hassle and harry, but unfairly according to the referee. Liam Rossignol, one of his better traits has been the way he impacts the game off the bench. And boy, oh boy, do we need that. And Joao Pedro immediately limbering up. It was a risk not to start him. The drop-off between Joao Pedro and Liam Delap is... it hurts my head just thinking about it. So, Chelsea can't afford to take luxuries, especially in the Premier League. Liam Rossignol has made, I think, 5 changes. He's realized that, nah. Not in games where we have to win. Maybe off the bench. Like, Reece James needs to come on. Joao Pedro needs to come on. We need to get the serious guys on the pitch, man. Cole Palmer hasn't been one of them, but he needs to stay on. Him and Joao Pedro have that understanding. Palmer provided 2 assists to Joao Pedro. But Joao had to do so much to finish both goals in Naples. But we need that connection again. Liam Delap, I'm running short of patience with you, my friend. I mean, it's 30 million quid. I'll never understand. For all of Nico Jackson's faults, I'll agree. He misses all the chances, sure. But do not tell me that this was a smart decision. It just isn't. To replace Nico Jackson with Liam Delap is football negligence. Oh, that's a decent ball in. Chelsea somehow defend that situation. Liam Delap, that's a good first touch. Starts off the Chelsea attack. Enzo Fernandez, every time he's tried to find Garnacho, the attack has pretty much fizzled out. 3 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Garnacho to Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer. Oh, that should be a foul, and it is. It's needless, really. It's Pablo who makes a typical forwards challenge on Cole Palmer. Chelsea need a route back in, and this could be the perfect way. It hasn't happened in open play. Oh, that's a poor challenge there by Pablo. It's a needless one, too. Well, Cole Palmer took the previous free kick. It was on target, but pretty comfortable for Alphonse Areola. Chelsea have to pull a goal back before half-time. There's simply no way that Chelsea will be able to turn around 3-2 at half-time. A goal now would just give us that lift. We've had absolutely nothing so far. Open play, 0. Set pieces, hasn't been any better. But 2 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Chelsea need a goal, and desperately someone has to step up. Enzo and Cole are 2 creative forces. Can't imagine too much of a dialogue happening between the two. It's either you take it or I do. Oh, we need a goal, man. We really do. Cole Palmer scored from pretty much this distance against Brighton last season when he scored 4 at Stamford Bridge. Start off with 1, please. It seems that will be Enzo Fernandez who will be the favourite. Did score at Naples from the spot. It's Enzo Fernandez. It's a weak free kick. It's got nothing really on it, though. Give it the whole build-up, and what a waste. Here's Pedro Neto. Cross comes into the box. Very well defended by Jean-Claire Todibo. It's a needless challenge, but West Ham looking to play out the Chelsea press, and they've done so beautifully again. Here's Somerville looking for his brace here, running at the heart. Palmer gives him a nudge. It's a decent strike. It might have taken a deflection. I think it has. It's a corner for West Ham. Somerville on the counter-attack. Absolutely electric. Direct running. He picks up the ball deep in his own half. Plays the 1-2 beautifully with Jared Bowen. And he's off. Cole Palmer trying his best to give him a stop. That's again a cynical push. But Somerville, to his credit, stays on his feet. And now looks for the corner here. Oh my word. Chelsea on the ropes before half-time. Again, this could have happened against Brentford, you know. We could have very easily been down 2-0 at half-time. Instead, we somehow had the lead at half-time and closed that game 2-0. Chickens are coming home to roost here as the corner doesn't clear the first man. Here's Juve. Into stoppage time here in the first half. West Ham United in dreamland. Oh, Garnacho wins the ball back fortuitously. And you're asking why didn't we buy Somerville instead of Gittins? Oh, you could ask the same about a lot of Chelsea players, man. Here's Jared Bowen looking to torment Enzo Fernandez. Goes in and out and then puts the ball in. Giving a torrid time to Enzo and Garnacho. Oh, please don't make a foul here. It's a shot across the face of goal. Chelsea somehow survive. Oh my word, it's a real mess. Could have been 3-0 to West Ham. Chelsea fall asleep though. It's Jared Bowen down the right-hand side. Oh, my word. It's the back heel. Chelsea need to get this rid. Oh, my word. We need to get into the half-time break. 5 minutes of added on time. Come on. We need to get a goal back. But West Ham look closer to scoring the third than we do scoring the first. This is terrible. What a nightmare first half, man. Somebody wake me up from this dream. And West Ham are 18th. They've got 20 points. And they're outplaying us at the bridge. They have put it on us. Here's Pablo. What a clever first touch, but just gets too much purchase on it. Chelsea gets fortuitous again. Again, Jarell Hato, I've not liked this performance one bit. He has been cooked down that left-hand side. Oh, Chelsea making some really poor challenges in the box, man. Very good defending by Trevor Chalobah. Oh, Chelsea struggling, Manny. This is a terrible first half. Cole Palmer finds Malo Gusto. Yep, Liam Rossini simply has to make those changes. Reece James and João Pedro immediately. And then, does he bring on someone like Andres Santos maybe? And drop Alejandro Garnacho to the bench? I mean, this 45 minutes is unacceptable, man, from him. You, 40 million pounds. You're 3 or 4 years in the Prem. Oh. He scores goals, he attacks the back post, but his fundamentals are whoever. Anyway, that's for another conversation. Here's Enzo Fernandez, decent feet. Again, such a needless foul given. It's Pablo again, isn't it? I don't understand these foolish fouls he's giving us, just giving us a route back. It's been a rude awakening, that's for sure. João Pedro. And Mark Cucurella seems to be getting the instructions. I think Mark will be coming on for Jarell Hato. We'll wait and see. He needs to mix things up. It can't just be like-for-like substitutions. It hasn't worked in the first half whatsoever. We once again take a short free kick. Not been a fan of this one. Enzo changes the angle, puts the ball into the box. It was going to absolutely no one. West Ham keep the attack alive and now trying to turn this into a counter-attack. Oh, Wan-Bissaka so composed. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. He's absolutely balling out. Beautiful escape from pressure. Nicely done. Hato strong. Finally, we win a duel in midfield. It's only taken about 49 minutes. Here's Cole Palmer. Pedro Neto on the overlap. Palmer completely ignores them and he loses the ball. Oh, goodness. Cole Palmer's dropped a stinker as well, unfortunately. Second half could not come quicker for Chelsea. That was simply terrible. Can't say I'm surprised. I really can't say I'm surprised. This result has been coming. I think if Liam Rossinier just steps back and not just looks at the result, but the performances that we've had in every game. If he's an intelligent man, which he does come across, he will know that this has been coming. He's tried to keep the morale up and keep things going. What are you doing there, Jarell Hato? He's just given the ball away, and it's Wan-Bissaka. He could have gone for goal, but he makes amends with a crunching challenge. Last ditch there from Jarell Hato, having to make amends. He gave the ball in inexplicable fashion, and he goes crunching into Wan-Bissaka. It's clean as a whistle and fair play to him, but oh my word, Wan-Bissaka, if he trusts himself a little bit more, he goes for the fast take, low drive, and it could have very easily been 3-0, man. He was unselfish, and that was his only mistake there. Fantastic work. It's Jared Bowen with the corner. Chelsea win the first header. Trying to put the ball back into the danger area. Chelsea clear. Anthony Taylor blows the whistle in what has been a terrible first half from Chelsea. Relegation side West Ham United with 20 points all season long are 2-0 up at the bridge. Jared Bowen got a fortuitous goal to some degree, but there was nothing fortuitous about the second. It was an absolute thumper from Somerville to make it 2-0. Chelsea having one of those days where they've just dropped a collective stinker. 2-0 down at the bridge. Chelsea needing a turnaround here. Absolutely unacceptable. Well, changes are needed. It's that simple. There's no other way. I can't imagine Liam Rossinier looks at that 45 minutes and puts out the same team and runs it back for the 40. João Pedro, there was an extensive talk with him at halftime. Immediately. Somebody, I need to have... I'm sorry, guys. I have to do this. I need to look at the number of touches that Liam Delap had today. 50 minutes as a centre forward for Chelsea. I know stats can be misleading, but these are just basic stats that I want to look at. How many touches? And then we'll try and dissect those touches. Just wrestles with defenders, man. Just look at the way João Pedro plays the number 9 position and watch Liam Delap in terms of their movement. It's night and day, man. I'm not being a hater. I just want to... He's had 5 passes. I mean, 4 out of 5 accurate passes. 8 touches of the ball. I told you, I wasn't bullshitting. I knew... I'm watching. I'm watching everything. Eagle-eyed. Touches in the opposition box, 1. I don't remember which one. Maybe at the edge. 8 touches, dude. I mean, come on. While we're on this subject, I want to look at Cole Palmer as well. See, that's the thing. Like, it looks nice. He's completed 89%, 1 shot, no chances created, expected goal. No, man, we've got to do better. This first half stunk, dude. Enzo Fernandez, meh. Alejandro Garnacho, they're giving him 6.4. This is why I don't like all this. Please, I urge everyone, watch the game with your eyes. You will see everything. Do not be fooled by stats, man. Yeah, people score goals and assists, but there's so many things that happen in the build-up to it. Watch that. I mean, watch it in its entirety. Do not just judge that goals and assists. Like Pedro Neto is one of those really perfect example. He's our second top scorer, maybe third behind Enzo, but again, he came on in the 26th minute for Jamie Gittins. Did it make a difference? No. It's been poor. Look, I need to have a look at the bench immediately. Josh Achimpong, Mark Cucurella, Reece James, Wesley Fofana, Santos, João Pedro and Mark Yu. Not too many options. João Pedro on. I wouldn't mind seeing Andre Santos on in midfield and push maybe Enzo Fernandez as one of the 10s and take off maybe Garnacho, dude. I mean, he gets maybe 5 minutes more in the second half, and that's being very generous. Put Pedro Neto down the left hand side, Liam Delap bench immediately, and Joao Pedro as our number 9, and Cole Palmer on the right, Enzo Fernandez as one of the number 10s, Caicedo and Santos in midfield. Don't just make like for like subs, Liam Rossini. Just be brave. If he has to make all three subs, do it. Do it now because the game is there to be won and lost right here, right now. 2-0 down at half time. Absolutely unacceptable at home to relegation West Ham. Yes, they're 2 wins out of 2, but if we are to be a serious institution, these kind of results cannot happen, and it has been coming. That's the unfortunate part. You have been seeing it coming, and it has come. What a way to end the year, dude. Jeez, December was terrible. January maybe saw a flicker of hope, but it kicked in the gut. That's pretty much Chelsea this season and in seasons before. Do better. I'll be back for the second half really swiftly. Well, I know Chelsea have that massive second leg in the Carabao Cup semi-final, but this is a far urgent matter. Chelsea are 2-0 down to 18th place West Ham, and for West Ham this possibly could be a massive 3 points if they are to try and stave off relegation here. They have the perfect platform to go out there and get 3 points in a place they rarely get anything from. This is dreamland for Nuno's side here. And after Leeds dropped points today to Arsenal, they got hammered 4-0 at home. And that's a very good result for Arsenal, considering Aston Villa have to play Brentford and Manchester City, of course, travelling to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And yes, Spurs are in the worst form possible. Can't buy a win, especially in the league. In the Champions League, they've been fine. They came fourth. But in the league, it's been a different proposition for Thomas Frank. But they always seem to give Manchester City a game. It's somehow in their DNA as a club that when against Manchester City, they often turn up. Well, first half, it couldn't have gone any worse for Liam Rossini. Tactically, personnel-wise, he tried Gittins on the right-hand side. He lasted for about 25 minutes before he picked up what could only be said as an innocuous knock. I mean, there was no one anywhere near him, and he just pulled up and really hope that he doesn't miss too much time, because then we're relying a lot on Estevao willing to log in a lot of minutes towards the back end of the season. Pedro Neto and Alejandro Garnacho's 45 minutes plus whatever the 5 minutes that was, hall of shame. I mean, that's going to be clipped for the whenever his fails are going to be like shown or whatever it is. I mean, it couldn't have gone any worse, and no surprise that that second goal came from that side as well. He was completely napping. He was nowhere near the action when Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's pocketed him all game long, made the run forward, put in the ball across. Chalobah and Badiashile both ball watching the cutback, and Somerville just comes in, lashes it home and makes it 2-0, and they deserve it, man. West Ham absolutely deserve to be ahead at Stamford Bridge here, and it's up to Chelsea to turn things around here. We need that early goal. Now, we've talked about tactics, right? He got it all wrong in the first half. It happens. It's happened before. It's happened now in devastating consequences as followed. So now, how does he fix it? Because he's bought on Pedro Neto down the right-hand side. Garnacho, you have to hook him. I mean, there's no other way. It sends a really poor message that you can drop that 45 minutes and still come out on the pitch at Stamford Bridge. So Neto on the left, Palmer comes on the right-hand side. Enzo Fernandez comes in as the number 10. Andres Santos in midfield alongside Moises Caicedo, absolutely necessary. Reece James on the pitch immediately on the right hand side for Malo Gusto, no brainer. Maybe even Marc Cucurella, and of course, without a question, Joao Pedro as our number 9. He saved us against Napoli in Naples when Chelsea were possibly facing playoffs in the Champions League. He went out there and scored 2 outstanding centre forward goals. I mean, his first was a left-footed thumper into the top corner, and the second a typical number 9 finish, shift and shoot. We need that, man. I mean, they're showing the Garnacho versus Wan-Bissaka first half. I mean, if there's ever a mismatch, I mean, you are looking at it. Wan-Bissaka pocketed Garnacho when Garnacho was trying to go forward, and every time Wan-Bissaka ran past Garnacho like a hologram in defense. So Neto down the left-hand side, Palmer on the right, Enzo Fernandez in the number 10, be that shadow striker, link up alongside Joao Pedro, absolutely critical. We talked about changes. Wesley Fofana is coming on. Well, I expected Joao Pedro to come on, but he's made 2 defensive changes in Wesley Fofana and Marc Cucurella. Now, I am very, very surprised with that. He's going to allow, by the looks of it, Alejandro Garnacho to continue. Let me have a look as to who he's going to replace. Wesley Fofana. Again, I'm not really sure about these subs. But Liam Rossini, he's gone with this. Well, as it stands, West Ham United still in 18th. 3 points away from 16th place, Leeds, and 2 away from Nottingham Forest in 17th. Creates a lot of separation between themselves and Burnley. Wolves are with 8 points, and after that 2-0 defeat to Bournemouth. Krupi Jr., by the way, for Bournemouth, what a striker Bournemouth have scouted, man. I mean, big fan of him. He scored an absolute worldie. Well, we are off and running at Stamford Bridge. It is must-win situation for Chelsea, and Chelsea have to turn around a 2-0 deficit. Liam Delap is still on the pitch. I want to see who the changes have been. So is Malo Gusto. Okay, I need to see who came off here for Chelsea, because I know who came on. Cucurella and Wesley Fofana, and of course Joao Pedro. Pedro Neto does well. Joao Pedro immediately looks to link up. Well, Garnacho's off. He's one with Pedro Neto down the left-hand side. This time looking to launch a quick counter-attack. Garnacho's one. Again, why am I not able to crack this code here? Yep, Badiashile, of course, and Hato. Yep. Hato, Garnacho, and Badiashile off. Joao Pedro. He'll have the opportunity to just be that shadow striker. Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. I was expecting Andres Santos maybe in midfield, but he's decided to probably hold him in reserve. But we've clearly gone with safety first approach, because no Reece James, and he's somebody that we might be able to look to lean towards as some bit of creativity as Chelsea look to quicken the tempo outside the West Ham box. Malo Gusto seems to be playing everywhere now, making the interception as left back. Chelsea need to rotate the ball a whole lot quicker. Moises Caicedo is very casual, and now West Ham United, and that's a needless foul, and that all comes from Moises Caicedo taking his eye off the ball there. Castellanos excellent in terms of putting the pressure on the Ecuadorian. Nuno Espirito Santos will be so thrilled with the way his first half has gone. And then a couple of minutes into the second half, Chelsea have rarely threatened. Here's Diouf. Somerville, who scored that cracking second goal. 3 goals in a row for him. Mavropanos and Jean-Claire Todibo have had the comfiest of first halves. Hopefully with Joao Pedro on the pitch that changes, but West Ham again, they play out the Chelsea press beautifully. Wan-Bissaka has been in the heart of everything good that West Ham have done. Here Somerville plays the 1-2 here. Strike from distance, what a save! Rob Sanchez prevents West Ham from scoring the third at the bridge here. That was a terrific effort from distance. Fernandez, and he's got a shot on him. Really caught hold of that. Great strike this from Fernandez. Catches a hold of it. It's a comfortable height for Sanchez, and he does the right thing of parrying it away. I mean, 3 minutes into the second half, and it's West Ham who've had a pop at the Chelsea goal, and not the other way around. Alphonse Areola had nothing to do in that first half. Just had to save that Cole Palmer free kick, which is a very tame effort, really. This has not been a good start to the second half either. Nobody would be more surprised if Chelsea turned this around than me. I am the eternal optimist when it comes to Chelsea, but nope. I don't think the changes made sense either. This was not a game to bring on 2 more defenders. Anyways, you live and die by your decisions. Liam Rossini has made his bed, and now he's got to lay in it. Oh, Wesley Fofana, that is absolutely criminal. What are you doing there? It's a needless free kick for a tug on the shirt. Anthony Taylor has been pretty generous in terms of the decisions he's given us. Wesley Fofana, that is very lazy. Oh, that is so blatant as well. That is as low IQ as it gets from Wesley Fofana. I mean, what are you doing there? And you're trying to get away with that one. Nuno's convinced that that could have been a yellow card. I'm not surprised. That very easy. He has no intentions of playing the ball there. And if West Ham score from here, my head would be in space. Well, it's Fernandes who tested Sanchez moments before, now on top of this free kick. Nearly 5 minutes into the second half, and it's been West Ham that are looking to cause Chelsea the problems. I mean, could it get any worse? That's a clever pass for Jared Bowen. Sanchez bails us out again. Chelsea fall asleep. Fernandes to Jared Bowen, and Bowen gets a clean strike at goal. The angle was against him, but my oh my, West Ham will feel that they deserve to be 3-0 up here. 5 minutes into the second half, it's been a nightmare start to the second 45. He might have been offside. I think Chalobah could have been playing him on. That is a brilliant save by Sanchez. He stands tall. It's a strong wrist on it as well, but whoa. This has been super concerning, man. João Pedro immediately runs the channel, puts the pressure on the West Ham players. A throw in for Chelsea. Chelsea need a goal right now. I wanted 10 minutes into the second half. Chelsea have to get one goal back. Because the West Ham's going like 60 minutes in, are still 2-0 up. Oh, Caicedo, very untidy. Very poor challenge there from Caicedo. Somerville tries to just poke that forward. Fofana might have left it short to Sanchez, who's baiting the press. That's a poor pass there from Sanchez. Fernandes loses out to Cole Palmer. It's been very shoddy from Chelsea in the second half, and that's the best way to really describe Chelsea's match here against West Ham United. When's the last time they won here at Stamford Bridge? I want to say when Jose Mourinho was the boss. Have they won maybe after that? In the 2015-2016 season. I might be wrong, but I think it's that season. I have that image of Arnautovic scoring. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the 2017-18 season, the second season under Conte. But oh my word, a 2-0 and deserved loss. Look at Cole Palmer's passing as well. It's been so concerning here. Somerville, my word, look at him go. I mean, the difference between Christian Somerville and our wingers has been chalk and cheese, man. Look at this direct play from the Dutchman. He gets away from Enzo Fernandez. João Pedro tries to help out defensively. Just puts his arm around Somerville. It's not too much in contact, but Somerville at full clip. Brilliant play there from the winger. Just positive, driving forward with purpose. It's been a far cry to what our wingers have done in this match. It's been an abomination, man. And again, West Ham looking to play a quick free kick, trying to catch Chelsea out, but this time Malo Gusto switched on. It was actually West Ham players who were caught cold. Man, 7.5 minutes or 8 minutes into the second half, it's been more of the same. Look at Pedro Neto trying to wrestle with the ball. Oh my word. 50 million for Pedro Neto, 50 million for Gittins, 40 million for Garnacho. I will remind you guys in every stream because it is gross negligence and misappropriation of funds. We're going nowhere as a club with them. Thank goodness for Estevao, man. Pedro Neto can't play the 1-2 with Cucurella. Of course, all our attacks just die down that side, man. Liam Delap does well, but his pass is a real task for Marc Cucurella to get around. Manny Cuckoo's on. Marc Cucurella. I'm not exaggerating this, Manny, but he was our second best player last season. I mean, behind Moises Caicedo, I thought Marc Cucurella was stupendous. And that there's a reason why he's first choice left back for Spain. Luis de la Fuente has got Grimaldo and who else? Alex Balde, Barcelona left back as his left back options, and he goes with Marc Cucurella. So the fall off since last 3 or 4 months has been staggering. There's no doubt about it. But that also is a result of the crazy minutes, the crazy amount of minutes he is logged in both for club and country. And one of Kukureya's strengths is being touch tight to opposing wingers. He gets to the winger first. He likes to anticipate, very aggressive, but it seems that his mind wants to do that, but the legs are just starting to drop off, and you can understand as to why Liam Rossignol wanted to give him the time off here, especially against 18th place West Ham. You expect your second choice left back to cut the mustard, but Jarell Hato put in one of those performances where you just kind of want to forget, as Enzo Fernandez does very well. And now it's Cucurella down the left hand side. Decent ball in Liam Delap with his first sighted goal. Doesn't get a clean enough connection on it, but that's much better that from Chelsea. Marc Cucurella with that lovely slide rule pass. It all came from Enzo Fernandez winning the duel here. This is a lovely pass by Cucurella. It's weighted to perfection. Liam Delap, just swing your left foot at it, man. He's tried to go with the outside of the boot on his right. He's tried to be too cute. Go with your left. Just put it first time, man. That was an opportunity, a half chance. But that's the first time Liam Delap in 55 minutes of football. Well, 5 if you add the stoppage time, that he's got a sighted goal. Marc Cucurella, immediate impact. Immediate, I say that, but it's been 10 minutes on the clock in the second half, and it's been West Ham who've had 2 decent opportunities, man. Fernandes from distance and Bowen after that cleverly taken free kick. Nearly caught Chelsea cold. There's Cole Palmer. Tries to find Liam Delap in the tight corner, but Jean-Claire Todibo comfortably wins it. There's Fernandes now, tries to release Castellanos, but too much on it. Here's Wesley Fofana. Yep, Manny, that is something that I was very surprised from Liam Rossignol. You say that midfield two of Andre Santos and Moises Caicedo gives us more of a balance. I tend to agree. Enzo and Palmer. Enzo is the 10 and Palmer on the right. I think that was the simple decision to make, but instead he went with 2 defenders, with Fofana coming on for no reason. But it's Wesley Fofana. Ball in. It's a brilliant ball. Joao Pedro pulls a goal back. I really hope he isn't offside. He isn't. Joao Pedro, who's been our saviour throughout the season, pulls a goal back for the Blues. Brilliant ball in. It's the 2 substitutes that combine. Wesley Fofana finding himself in the half space, puts in a peach of a ball, and Joao Pedro does the rest. That's his 9th Premier League goal. Brilliant from the Frenchman. Floats it in. Joao Pedro, excellent. I told you guys this in the first half. Look at the difference between Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. Night and day. Brilliant from Joao Pedro, man. Heads it back from where it came from. No chance for Areola. Liam Rossignol has gotten his way back. I said before, we needed a goal in the first 10 minutes of the second half. It's taken a couple minutes more, but that is what we needed. Come on. It's time to get serious, guys. I mean, you've messed around, you've dicked around for a good 50 minutes. It's time to get serious. Joao Pedro, £50 million, every penny worth. I mean, dude is gold dust for us. In the league, Champions League. Thank you so much, Joao Pedro. You'll never hear this, but I want to thank you for the. You saved our broke lives, man. Come on. Finally, Chelsea fans have something to celebrate about. They've had absolutely none. But it's critical Chelsea be faultless, flawless in the final half an hour. There's plenty of time to get 2 goals. Liam Rossignol was quite animated after Joao Pedro nodded in from close range. There's Wesley Fofana, who got that assist. I was critical about his involvement, and he made the difference. The top end of the pitch and not in defense. Cole, you're never going to get that foul against Diouf. Brilliant challenge there by Chalobah, goes crunching in. Here's Enzo Fernandez to Joao Pedro. Pedro, why did you stop your run there? Liam Delap, just carry on. Todibo having the easy task of shepherding Liam Delap. He's made the run, just continue. He just stops. I don't understand the hesitation. There's no way that Joao Pedro is going to play you that pass. Just think about it. You're so far away. What are you going to do with the ball there? Turn and shoot? I mean, just continue your run. Maybe you get half-sighted at goal. I know it's so easy sitting here and saying these things, but some things I feel are just basic fundamentals, you know. The nitty-gritties, let the players do it. But as Cole Palmer tries to pick out Liam Delap with a brilliant pass. Liam's first touch is very heavy. Shows too much there. It's not a foul. Getting a bit fortunate here with Taylor. Cole Palmer. Oh, terrible pass. Had a chance to go down the right-hand side. Half an hour remain at the bridge here. Chelsea need 2 more goals here. Unacceptable. Dropping points at home to 18th place West Ham. We were 2-0 down at half-time. We pull a goal back. Courtesy of Joao Pedro. 2 goals in Naples. He scored that absolute thumper against Brentford at home too. Scored that second goal against Crystal Palace. I mean, his impact cannot be understated, man. Him and Rob Sanchez have been performing at a very high level. That's why Chelsea are getting very fortunate with the results, I feel. Gusto, Liam Delap trying to wrestle away and turns nicely. That's a very clever pass there to Marc Cucurella. Pedro Neto, cross comes into the box. It's headed away by Diouf. Cole Palmer tries to recover the ball. Castellanos with the challenge. It's a corner for Chelsea. Pedro Neto, if there was ever a time to put in a peach of a delivery, this is the one. I think he's got 4 assists for us. There's ever a time to put one right on the money here. Pedro Neto, the ball into the box, punched away by Areola. Cucurella puts his head on it. West Ham trying to launch a counter-attack if they get this right. Cuckoo's very brave. Wan-Bissaka looking to mop up. Somerville, that is an outrageous first touch. Malo Gusto is calm. Come on, Chelsea need to step it up here. Use the momentum. West Ham on the back foot here. Chelsea have to step it up. Just go full clip. Forget about that game against Arsenal. There's business to be conducted right here. Cole Palmer does well to get away from Castellanos. Somehow falls to Pedro Neto. He's given the foul. I think Anthony Taylor is apologizing there. He knows that the advantage was there to be played. Chelsea take it quickly though. It's Malo Gusto. Cross comes in. And it's cleared away. Pedro Neto's first touch is horrendous on the chest. And West Ham do manage to clear. Again, why do we take that quickly? The short corners, short free kicks, just stop it, man. It's a waste. Oh, Enzo Fernandez, that's a terrible first touch. Wesley Fofana fires that at Fernandez, who somehow keeps it alive to find Cole Palmer in brilliant fashion. Here's Cole Palmer. Cucurella down the left-hand side. Look for the cutback. Oh, it's very good defending. Wan-Bissaka again. He is a brick wall down the right-hand side for West Ham United. Can we take another short corner? It's Cole Palmer now. Malo Gusto scored a couple of goals for us. He's not going to be the one who's going to bring us back here. He's lining one up. Instead goes to Moises Caicedo. It's a brilliant effort. Oh, what a save. Alphonse Areola denies Moises Caicedo a screamer at the bridge. That was destined for the top corner. Chelsea take another short corner. Pedro Neto, poor ball in. Headed away by Fernandez. Chelsea stepping it up here. Finally, Areola having to make a tremendous save. It's Cole Palmer on the outside. It's another corner. It's prevented. It's a throw-in for Chelsea. Moises Caicedo caught that flush. That could have been the Ecuadorians' 4th goal of the Premier League. Chelsea finally wake up at the hour mark. Here's Wesley Fofana. Moises Caicedo. Again, West Ham United will be making sure that they don't allow Caicedo room to shoot next time. That's a very good pass there by Caicedo. Gusto, nearly finds Cole Palmer. Wan-Bissaka again. He's a guy who does not fall asleep on defensive duties, man. He tracked the run of Cole Palmer and makes the interception. Brilliant. Wan-Bissaka has had a spotless game. I think he's been man of the match. All facets of the game. Brilliant. Here's Cole Palmer. Malo Gusto. Palmer again. Gusto and Palmer, that right wing, as the ball into the box. Cucurella trying to pick up the loose ball. Good composure shown. Trevor Chalobah does the same. Here's Moises Caicedo. Wesley Fofana. Cole Palmer. Chelsea finally stepping it up here. Relentless pressure. Oh, Malo Gusto far too casual there. Shows too much to Diouf. Chelsea try to win the ball back. Somerville and Diouf get rid of the ball. Again, Malo Gusto. Concentration, man. Even if it's high up the pitch. Those kind of touches, loose touches, just kills the momentum. Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, Wesley Fofana, not known for his elite passing, just asking a little too much there from Cucurella, but does nicely. 25 minutes plus stoppage time. Chelsea need 2 goals here. As Pedro Neto with a shocking pass, and Souček tries to progress with the pass. Look who's there helping out. The man who does everything right for us, Joao Pedro. And what a shot this was from Caicedo. The save from Areola is, I mean, top draw. That is brilliant. It's not quite into the top corner, but that was destined for it. Well, Rosinha knows it's a much better 20 minutes. Maybe left ourselves to do too much in the second half. Possibly, but there's enough time. Need to get the next goal in the next maybe 15 minutes. And then attack the final 10 minutes like we mean business. Have to do it in stages. Stage 1 complete. Get the goal within the first 10 minutes of the second half. Now absolutely critical that we score before the 80th minute. Pablo's off. Didn't really have the impact going forward. And it's Kilman coming on. I mean, this is a strange decision here by Nuno Espirito Santos. I mean, Kilman is a decent defender by all accounts, but you're signaling that you're going to a back 5 now. You're really going to drop the defensive line and play with the back 5 with Kilman coming in as the insurance centre-back with Todibo and Mavropanos already there. And Diouf and of course Wan-Bissaka will now be the wing-backs. Jared Bowen will be more central. I think that's a dangerous position for Chelsea, having Jared Bowen in those pockets and that number 10 position, because he's got some shot on him. West Ham for the first time after that initial burst in the second half where they had a couple of sights at goal, Jared Bowen and Mateus Fernandes both testing Rob Sanchez. Somerville, excellent again, beautiful pass there by Fernandes down the left hand side. West Ham looking to open up. Oh, the curling effort is just wide. Castellanos, very well found. West Ham playing some crisp football there. It's a tight angle. No backlift either. That's like those 5-a-side finishes. Well, Liverpool are hosting Newcastle United next. I mean, there's an opportunity for both Newcastle and Liverpool, I think, to go leapfrog us. I mean, Chelsea were in 5th. Possibly can end match week 25. What, in 7th, maybe even 8th. I'm going to look at the table later, man. I mean, it's going to probably depress me. Here's Cole Palmer. Malo Gusto. Need a lot more down the right hand side. Come on. Here's Pedro Neto. And Neto against deep blocks. Often not the solution. We need him to put crosses into the box. Accurate crosses. He's got Joao and Liam Delap both to aim at now. So we're expecting more. Joao Pedro trying to open up the deep block with a flick. And Max Kilman's introduction to the game is an interception and a misplaced pass. Here's Caicedo, who's come closest for us to get that second goal with that terrific effort. About 23, 25 yards out. It was an awesome save by Areola. Here's Caicedo. Now Pedro Neto, Marc Cucurella down the left hand side. Again, we've lacked dynamism down the left, but Cucurella has put in a decent ball in that second half for Liam Delap to try and attack. Need a lot more from the wings. Caicedo switches it beautifully. Inch perfect pass there for Pedro Neto, who brings it down. Right-footed clip ball towards the far stick. Malo Gusto's header. Oh, somehow spirants it, and it's Marc Cucurella. It's the substitute again. Cucurella scores, and Chelsea are level at the bridge. It was a real melee in the box, But Marc Cucurella attacks the back post. Come on, Chelsea. We needed a goal before the 80th minute. We get it early this time. 70th minute, 2-2. Brilliant. Pedro Neto does very well here. He puts the ball towards the backstick. Malo Gusto does the right thing. It's a brilliant ball. It is very fortuitous in the way it falls to Cucurella, but he's been followed back. It's full back to full back here. It was excellent from Kilman. He tried his very best, but the low stooping header by Marc Cucurella means Chelsea are back level. I criticized the substitutions, and all three substitutes have contributed to the 2 goals. Liam Rossinier, I salute to you, my sir. Brilliant. Talk about making the impact off the bench. It was the Fofana assist for the Joao Pedro goal. 2 players that came on, and Marc Cucurella adding it. They're going to check for a possible foul here. It would be cruel. Let's have a look. Gusto's header. That is never a foul. I mean, I was going to swear on stream, but that is never a foul. Nope. Both of them are challenging it in the air. There's no chance. The header is clean. It hasn't come off his arm. They're trying their very best to deny the goal, but it's not going to work. The goal's given. Come on! 2-2. Well, it's Pedro Neto who's come off the bench. He's got his hands up, but he is challenging the ball in the air, so it was a clean goal. Now, Chelsea have got 20 minutes to find the winner. If he can get one soon and get the cushion, I mean, I would be in dreamland. I talked about the back 5 decision by Nuno to make that. It's not just it's not the worst tactic, but you're inviting pressure. Now, Chelsea are just going to have wave after wave, and now that you're dropped to a back 5, and Chelsea are chasing the game, could be in real trouble here as Pedro Neto is firing up the crowd. It's another corner for Chelsea. Wan-Bissaka stops the cross. Chelsea take it quickly. Cucurella looks for the cutback. It's going to be another corner. Chelsea ramping up the pressure at Stamford Bridge. Come on, Manny. We need the goal, man. Saturday cannot end in this manner. I mean, it's Sunday now, but we have to win. There's no way we're dropping points to 18th place West Ham. Had to do it the hard way as the cross comes in. Chelsea want another corner. We're not going to get it. It's a goal kick instead. Finally, it's a bit of pressure relief for West Ham. Started the second half very well, but it's gone pear-shaped for them. They're not going to climb out the relegation spot, even with a victory. It's come off the arm of Jared Bowen, but it's tucked into his body. We're talking about how we needed a goal before the 80th minute. We got it 10 minutes before. Spot on. There's no reason why Chelsea can't complete the turnaround. Have to make sure we don't concede chances, especially down West Ham's right-hand side. And Wan-Bissaka scares me every time he has the ball. Now looking to play the 1-2. Cucurella immediately on Jared Bowen. Liam Rossinier nervously pacing the touchline. 5 wins out of 6 before kickoff today. Can he make it 6 wins out of 7? The only blemish being at Stamford Bridge in that Carabao Cup first semi-final against Arsenal. That ended 3-2. Chelsea still have a bit of hope in that because of the 2 Alejandro Garnacho goals. Games come thick and fast, and that's why Chelsea had to avoid the playoffs in the Champions League, man. No more extra fixtures. We've got a packed schedule considering we're in all 4 competitions. The January window ends. Chelsea haven't really made moves. Only Manchester City really have invested in January as Cucurella puts the cross into the box. It's hacked away by Mateus Fernandes. But yep, Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Spurs. Spurs, I think, signed Souza from Brazil. Chelsea haven't. They have probably heard news that Jeremy Jacquet from Rennes or even Mamadou Sarr, who's on loan to Strasbourg, might be called upon as defensive reinforcement. Facundo Buonanotte left for Leeds United, which means we're probably a shot in attack, but talk that maybe even Tyreek George might be going to Everton. Joao Pedro tries to link up with Liam Delap. Into the 75th minute, Chelsea looking to ramp it up here. There's plenty of time. Cole Palmer is popping up everywhere now. He's on the left-hand side. Todibo keeps him company. Cole Palmer trying to trick his way out of this cul-de-sac. It's a throw-in for Chelsea. Cole Palmer looking to take it quickly. 75 minutes on the clock. 2-2 at the bridge. We do not make it easy, do we? Cole Palmer looking to take it quickly. Cole looking to take it quickly. Well, Callum Wilson, he's been a clutch player throughout his career. Comes on for Castellano. Not really had the impact. Had that half chance on that left-hand side where he just tried to curl that into the far corner with minimal backlift. Castellanos off, and a more Premier League centre-forward in Callum Wilson on for the final 15 minutes. Nuno Espirito Santos looking for a bit of a reprieve here, and possibly the game is still there for them to win here. If West Ham score one, they take all 3 points. Isn't desperation season now yet for Chelsea, but going to have to crank it up once again. Here's Joao Pedro, who started off the comeback in typical Joao Pedro fashion here. Looking to play the 1-2 with Cucurella. Joao Pedro, lovely feed. Cucurella crosses the ball into the box. Malo Gusto. Oh, Pedro Neto, it's a bit clumsy. Malo Gusto should probably leave that for the attacker. Trevor Chalobah protects the ball very nicely against Jared Bowen. Chelsea finally defensively have locked things up. More aggressive by Wesley Fofana and Trevor Chalobah. You can see Wesley Fofana is telling Malo Gusto, just venture forward. Don't worry about what's happening here. It's a bold tactic. Here's Pedro Neto down the right-hand side up against Juve. Left-footed ball in. It's a peach of a delivery. Oh, what a ball that is. Thumbs up there by Liam Delap. He tries to attack that. This is a lovely left-footed floated ball into the box. It's got the curve. It's not really anywhere close to Liam Delap, but better delivery is this from Pedro Neto. Still make changes, Liam Rossignol, if you really want to throw the kitchen sink. And there you have it, the skipper. Gloves off. It's time to win the game for us, Reese. It's time. We need a bit of gold dust. We need a bit of magic. If there's ever a time for the skipper who has delivered for us so many times, this would be it. Cucurella. I know I'm gassing up a winner against 18th place West Ham, but I gotta do my best. Here's Fofana. Enzo Fernandez, better second half. That's probably because West Ham have really retreated into a deep block. Cole Palmer, Malo Gusto, Palmer again. Everybody in the West Ham half. Chalobah onto the left to Pedro Neto, up against Wan-Bissaka. Creates a bit of separation, decent ball in. Delap's header doesn't have the power nor the direction. It's a easy gather for Areola. Well, about 8 minutes has just drifted by. It's time that Chelsea once again turn it on in the final 10 minutes. West Ham here with a rare attack in the second half. It's Jared Bowen is up against Cucurella. Oh, he looks to flash that across, but Sanchez at his near post has been excellent. Looks for the quick release. Malo Gusto finds Pedro Neto. Lovely first touch. Here's Liam Delap. Chelsea on the counter-attack here. Delap, come on, find the pass. Keeps his feet. Finds Cole Palmer instead. Pedro Neto down the right. Enzo Fernandez. Mark Cucurella down the left-hand side. Tries to just feed the ball into the box. Well defended by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Chelsea keep the attack alive. Here's Joao Pedro into the 80th minute. Trevor Chalobah. Joao Pedro. Cross comes into the box. Oh, it's a poor cross there by Joao. We need Joao Pedro to be at the end of the crosses rather than one floating the ball in, but needs to get involved a lot more here. Nuno Espirito Santos, seeing that perfect 45 minutes turn into a bit of a nightmare 35 in the second half. Seeing that 2-0 goal, 2-0 lead rather, completely evaporate. Here's Fernandes, who's been excellent for West Ham, and as I say that, typical commentator's curse, hits that out of play, and it's a throw in for Chelsea, and it's captain time. Reece James. Oh, I think it's the surprise the number 20 is on. That's West Ham's changes first. Well, look who it is. Well, I'm happy to see the back of Jared Bowen, but Adama Traore, we all know about him. Of course, worked under Nuno when both of them were at Wolves. And I'm happy to see the back of Diouf as well. I think this is minutes management by Nuno Espirito Santos. Bowen and Diouf off. Adama Traore. And Skulls on for West Ham United, and Chelsea making their final change. Yep, Neto came on in the first phase of changes, then that triple substitution of Joao Pedro, Wesley Fofana and Marc Cucurella, and now Reece James on for Malo Gusto. Under 10 minutes of normal time remain in the bridge. 2-2 here, not enough for Chelsea. We must get the third. Chelsea looking to ramp it up here. The 10 minutes, I think, after scoring the goal, we didn't really take advantage. Kind of let the game drift, but now Reece James on that right-hand side. The overlap, a completely different proposition for West Ham to really defend against, because Reece, he's got the license here. He's no longer playing as that midfielder. He's got that license to go down the right, whip balls in, and be the difference maker. Here's Pedro Neto down the left-hand side. Enzo Fernandez looks to switch it out to the skipper. Beautiful pass, first time ball in. It's a tame one there by Reece. Easy gather for Areola, but lovely switch there by Enzo Fernandez. It's given the captain's armband now to its rightful owner in Reece James. Trevor Chalobah just moves Callum Wilson out of the way. Wilson does very well though. And it's Adama Traore with fresh legs up against his countryman Marc Cucurella. Adama goes down the outside. Cucurella does well. Adama tries to sneak that in. Oh, Chalobah is composed. And Moises Caicedo hacks that clear. Here's Jean-Claire Todibo. Fernandes, Todibo again. Better this from West Ham. Finally keeping a bit of possession from their point of view in the Chelsea half. Kilman tried that heroic block for that second goal where he had to duel Liam Delap for it. Came off the post but fell right into the path of Marc Cucurella, who had that good diving, stooping header. Surely if it's our ball, man. Yep. The foul's given. Chelsea have to step it up here. Again, time ticking by really quickly. 7 minutes plus stoppage time remain at the bridge. Wesley Fofana looks to increase the tempo. Oh, he gets caught. Somerville wins the ball back and tries to lead a lone counter-attack, but he's done very well in terms of ball retentions. That's excellent. Here's Skulls. High IQ play. He knows he's got nowhere to go. Just hold the ball. He's done very well, and now West Ham can try and build. Decide to go long. With Callum Wilson, it's not the worst idea. He gets past Moises Caicedo. Caicedo bites back, and he wins it quite comfortably. Here's Reece James. Cole Palmer doesn't get there first. Kilman does. Here's Konstantinos Mavropanos. Fernandes. West Ham not just holding on for dear life. They might be interested in trying to pinch the winner here. Adama Traore takes the long route around Joao Pedro. Souček. Van Bissaka. Clever pass to the Czech Republic international. Well defended by Marc Cucurella. Chelsea, step it up, guys. 6 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Liam Delap. Does he get the foul? No, he doesn't. Poor hold-up play there. Terrible. Nothing's changed. Here's Somerville. Create separation. Brilliant there from Caicedo. Outstanding challenge, but That is excellent from Somerville, and it's probably going to be a yellow card for Moises Caicedo. It's a yellow for the Ecuadorian. He did very well to win the ball back, but Somerville sticks to his guns. He gets back, wins the ball back. Caicedo with a reckless challenge. It's needless. I think it's that competitive edge where you just lose the duel and you just lose your head. It's not the best place to concede the free kick. Goal now for West Ham would be the killer blow, man. It would absolutely knock the stuffing out of me. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remain here. Mateus Fernandes floats it towards the far stake. Chelsea leave it open there. It's another chance. Souček, low driven ball in. Todibo, what a save! Oh, it isn't a save. Rob Sanchez thankfully sees the ball go off target. West Ham keep this alive. Chelsea's defending at the far stick. I mean, I could make a 90-minute video on this one, man. Todibo looks to just prod that on target. A combination of Chalobah and Rob Sanchez. Oh, it's hit the post. Chelsea are so lucky. Jean-Claire Todibo's reaction told the whole story. He was within inches for West Ham to regain their lead. Chelsea, in the hopes of trying to win the game, nearly lost it. Cole Palmer, Chalobah, Enzo Fernandez. Boy, oh boy, have we made hard weather of this game, man. Still, job's not done. Come on, it's very pedestrian. We need to move it quicker. 4 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Here's Reece James trying to go on the outside. Pedro Neto drives infield. Come on. More, quicker. Here's Reece. Oh, he's overhit that. Pedro Neto can't keep that in play, and it's out for a goal kick. Look, it's 86.22 on the clock. Look how long it's going to take before Chelsea get the ball back. Time's going to tick by super quick, man. Liam Rossinier would have been happy with terms of the second half response, but after the 70th minute where we got the second goal, I think for the next 15 minutes we just let the game drift. That Moises Caicedo effort from distance was outstanding. That was at 2-1 if I'm not mistaken. But after the Cucurella goal, could we have done more? I think we could have. But still, there's still enough time. We made a lot of changes, but the game has been pretty much free-flowing. Haven't seen too many stoppages, and can't believe I'm going to say this, but Anthony Taylor has refed a very good game. Again, Cole Palmer's touches haven't been, like the Cole Palmer of old. It's a bit scratchy. Here's Enzo. Finds Moy. Shifts it to Marc Cucurella. It's Pedro Neto down the left. Todibo follows him. Clever bit of skill there. Pedro Neto wins the ball back. Tries to win a free kick. Brilliant from Wan-Bissaka, and Todibo just looks to shield the ball. He's done more than that. Moises Caicedo with a brilliant challenge. Fantastic anticipation. Chelsea win the ball back here. It's Enzo Fernandez in the half space here. Palmer asking for the ball, but he's been immediately man-marked. Reece James down the right-hand side. Heavy touch there by Reece. Reece hasn't really gotten into the rhythm of the game. It's frantic. 2 minutes plus stoppage time remain here. Pedro Neto, ball into Reece James. Good control there from Reece. Trying to get a bit of separation away from Skulls. Looks to cross the ball in. Oh, nobody really making the run towards the far stick there. But Moises Caicedo has anticipated everything here. Looks to play the 1-2 with Cucurella. Chalobah. Fofana wants the ball. He's been ignored. It's back to Reece. It's the right decision. Reece James thought about the right-footed ball in. It's Fofana again. He tried this against with Joao Pedro. Areola punches very well. Commanding goalkeeping there from the Frenchman. Chelsea keep it alive here. Under 90 seconds of the 90 remain. Time running out for the Blues. It will be a damaging 2 points dropped. In the grand scheme of things here is Pedro Neto. Finds Cucurella. Come on, need to be more decisive. West Ham have everybody behind the ball. It's an interesting choice of pass. It's Reece James. It's a brilliant cutback. It's Cole Palmer! Oh, what a save! I think it's a block. Fell to the perfect person. Not the best of strikes. It was on target. Reece James puts this into a perfect position. I think that is Kilman with a heroic block. I thought that could have been the winner. Chelsea keep it alive. A lot of calmness shown. It's Cole. Again, Enzo Fernandez. Cross comes into the box, headed away. Not very convincingly, but Scarles gets the second header. And Samuel looks to clear, but Enzo wins the duel here. Tries to get the ball back. West Ham do very well. Souček loses out to Joao Pedro. Fantastic work. Pedro Neto very untidy. Liam Delap, look for Joao, man. Oh, it's a heavy touch. You can see Joao Pedro. He's upset. He knows that it had to come quicker here. 5 minutes of stoppage time remain at the bridge. It would be catastrophic to drop 2 points to relegation side West Ham United at home. Liam Rossignol will just still be the one loss in his 7 games, but the first half has been coming, and I think we left ourselves too much to do, but having equalized in the 70th minute, the next 20 minutes, very disappointing. 5 minutes of stoppage time is going to go by this way. I mean, it's a valuable point for Nuno Espirito Santos. He might be disappointed that he couldn't get all 3. But a point at the bridge is an excellent point for relegation. I mean, we've lost to Leeds United 3-1. 2 goals conceded against West Ham. Far too inconsistent. Reece James finding Liam Delap. Terrible first touch, but thankfully it goes to Cole Palmer. Scarles with a challenge on Cole. Throw in for Chelsea. 4 minutes of stoppage time remain. Chelsea have to throw the kitchen sink and then some. I need to see Areola make at least 2 saves, man. It's the bare minimum. Moises Caicedo, clever pass to Joao Pedro, cut back. Oh, it's a chance and it's 3-2. It is Enzo Fernandez. Scored late against Manchester City to give us a point and gives us possibly all 3 points. Liam Rossignol sees the vice captain crashing into the box. Side foot finish past Areola. And Chelsea do complete the turnaround in stoppage time. Enzo Fernandez makes it 3-2 to Chelsea. Come on! Have we made heavy weather of this match? But we get the job done. Enzo Fernandez with another massive goal. Proper box crashing there from the man who started as skipper. Cole Palmer starts off the attack here. Caicedo has been brilliant in the second half. Joao Pedro, I mean, this man is just unbelievable, man. A goal and an assist now. He could have gone for goal. He went for the cutback. It was perfectly into the path of Enzo Fernandez. Moi to Joao to Enzo. Good night. Two-1 down against Napoli in Naples. We pulled it back in a game we had to avoid the playoffs. We did it in late fashion. This one, even later. 93 minutes on the clock. Nuno Espirito Santos' strategy of going with the back 5 has horribly backfired. Come on, Manny! Come on! We're going to be shameless. We're celebrating winners against West Ham, but fuck yeah. Brilliant. Joao Pedro, goal and an assist. I mean, and he riles up the crowd. I could not love him player any more than Joao Pedro for Chelsea right now. Look at this guy, man. Absolute baller. He works hard for the team. He does everything that you want. He has changed the game. Got us the goal that started the comeback and assisted the winner. I would say give Brighton another £50 million, if not for the fact that we have done so much business with Brighton in the past that we've given them enough money. Enzo Fernandez, late against Manchester City, when Callum McFarlane managed his first ever point in professional football against Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. Enzo on that occasion, this time, the perfect finish, man, as a number 8, crashing the box, scoring a late goal. We've seen that before. haven't we, with Frank Lampard? Now we see it with Enzo Fernandez, our second top scorer, assisted by our top scorer. Pedro Neto does brilliantly. He's in the box. Cut back. Cole Palmer. Oh my word. Pretty much sums up Cole's match. That is a terrible miss. He should have added the seal to the points with the cushion goal and possibly get his fifth. Brilliant from Pedro Neto. He puts it on a plate for Cole. He's blaming that as a bauble. Liam Rossigna knows that that should have been the seal. Is that going to possibly haunt Chelsea? I really don't hope so, because there's 95 minutes that have been played. Maybe a couple of minutes might be added on because of the celebrations. Chelsea need the full-time whistle here. We have done it the hard way, but my oh my have we done it. This result takes us into the top four, with Liverpool playing next against Newcastle United, and then Manchester United hosting Fulham tomorrow. Cucurella up against Adama Traore. Oh, Joao Pedro getting in a scrap with Adama Traore. I mean, you got to be a brave man to take a fight here, and it's all kicking off. With Joao Pedro showcasing his passion, not backing down. Joao Pedro with proper Brazilian favela stuff here. He wants a scrap. He's fired up. Let's go. Do not yield. Do not back down. When Marc Cucurella was pushed by Adama Traore, Joao Pedro saw that he was having none of it. He went straight into it. Alphonse Areola quickly trying to defuse the situation. That was a hefty push. Look at Jean-Claire Todibo. He's seeing red. He's being immediately consoled. Well, before a set piece, before a corner, we shouldn't be riling up the crowd and the opposition. This would be heartbreak for Chelsea if we concede here. Jean-Claire Todibo, he's got the eyes of the tiger. He's looked like he's got the red mist. He would like nothing more than getting his head on this Adama Traore corner. Oh, we're well past the 95 minutes of allocated time. It's needless there by Adama Traore. I mean, he starts it. Joao Pedro and Todibo really going after it, and Rob Sanchez playing peacemaker. You love to see that. And talk about a scrap. Liam Delap, of course, he's there. He's made very little of an impact. If there's a fight, there's a scrap, there's a yellow card to be taken, our number 9 is very much on the scene. But joke's over. 97 minutes on the clock. Anthony Taylor will possibly blow his whistle after this action here. Chelsea, if there was ever a time to defend the perfect manner. I mean, we've already seen Benfica's goalkeeper score to take them into the playoffs midweek in what was a crazy, crazy end. Well, Jean-Claire Todibo clearly saw red. He's got both hands around Joao Pedro. I mean, possibly he's lucky that he's avoiding a red card, because that is violent play when you've got two hands around the neck. Well, it's needless. It's adding a lot of time, and it's taking the focus out of Chelsea defending this set piece here. If you're going to make a decision, Anthony Taylor, do it right now. You've had a good game. Don't make it all about you, please. Jean-Claire Todibo absolutely lost it there. But Adama Traore started. I mean, I don't understand why he had that reaction on Cucurella in terms of throwing him to the ground. I will absolutely flip a West Ham score here. Chelsea have done so well to time their comeback here that it would be a dagger to my heart. I cannot handle a West Ham goal. Look at that. Mavropanos also trying to give a little slap to Cole Palmer. West Ham players quite nasty in their reactions. Both centre halves probably escaping any punishment by the looks of it. I mean, it's needless. Remember the 2008? Oh, they're going to have a look here. Checking possible red card. I think whatever Joao Pedro again, his punches. Look at that. Jean-Claire Todibo, two hands around the neck of Joao Pedro. I mean, it could go from bad to worse for Nuno Espirito Santos, that he not just loses the game, Anthony Taylor is going to have a look at the monitor. Jean-Claire Todibo is off. And possible violent conduct as well. So even though it's not like a heavy foul, I think that's 3 games. That is an absolute nightmare for someone, a team really who are battling relegation. It's 2 hands on the neck, man. I mean, there's no need to do that. If you want to show aggression, he's had a look. Anthony Taylor, he's pretty much gotten every decision spot on. He's going to give Jean-Claire Todibo a red card here. Let's have a listen. I mean, when you've been sent to the screen, you don't really need to have a listen. It's a red card for the Frenchman. I mean, 100 minutes are on the clock here, and before West Ham take this corner, they're going to see one of their main threats in Jean-Claire Todibo being sent off for violent conduct, for grabbing João Pedro by the neck with both hands. He will have to walk. He saw red. You saw from his eyes. The eyes never lie, do they? And that's a 3-game suspension as well. Nuno will be absolutely fuming of how the second half has transpired. Lost a 2-goal advantage. Well, they've made up the numbers with Alphonse Areola in the box. Can't forget that. The corner has to be taken. My heart is beating out of my chest. Chelsea, please defend this one. Corner comes in. Doesn't beat the first man. Chalobah gets his head on it. The referee blows the full-time whistle. The comeback's complete at the bridge. Liam Rosenior will be absolutely delighted. He got his substitutions absolutely spot on. João Pedro scoring from that Wesley Fofana cross in. Marc Cucurella scoring the second. And João Pedro, who scored the first, turn provider in the clutch moment for the cutback for our vice-captain Enzo Fernandez, scoring a big, big goal to take Chelsea into the top 4. 6 wins out of 7 for Liam Rosenior. Perfect start in terms of a result and record. That's 3 wins in a row in the Premier League for Liam Rosenior. 2 goals against Brentford, 3 against Crystal Palace, and 3 again at the bridge. And we needed every single one of that goal. It was 2-0 down at half-time after Bowen scored in the 7th minute and Somerville with a cracking finish on the 36-minute mark to give West Ham a deserved 2-0 lead. Taking into the half-time break, Liam Rosenior had to be spot on with the substitutions, and he was. Chelsea now 6 points behind Aston Villa in 3rd position. Much needed, bit of break needed here, as Liverpool, if they win, will be still behind us. Manchester United, if they beat Fulham tomorrow, it's 3 wins out of 3 for Michael Carrick as well, and that'll take them 1 point ahead of Chelsea. West Ham remain in the bottom 3. The win wasn't going to help. The loss certainly doesn't help. All 3 points for Chelsea. We've had to do it the hard way. It's never a dull day at the bridge, as the old saying goes. Enzo Fernandez, thank you for the 3 points. Liam Rosenior, that 45 minutes cannot happen again. It was a warning shot. It's a warning sign. But your changes worked. Your bravery worked. You went for it. You got the result. Winning is a contagious habit here. Chelsea need to get addicted to winning. We have to do it. Even though it's messy, but we go again here. Next test is going to be hectic. We travel to the Emirates Stadium for the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-finals against Arsenal. We are 2-3 down there. That man Rob Sanchez, who bailed us out on a couple of occasions today, played a huge part in the concession of those 2 goals. But Chelsea need to try and find a way past Arsenal. League leaders Arsenal, who got the job done earlier this evening in that 4-0 victory at Ellen Road to give them a 7-point gap before Aston Villa and Manchester City play tomorrow. Well, thankfully, Chelsea don't ruin the weekend. They get the job done. Let's go. Fun game. Really fun game. And speaking of fun games, if you guys are tuning in, should I catch the first half of the Newcastle and Liverpool game? Probably should. I'm a football purist after all. Has it started? Or is it a 1:30 a.m. kickoff India time? Oh, it has started. No, it's Bournemouth, Liverpool. I got excited when I saw Liverpool were 2-0 up, but then I remembered that Liverpool are playing at home. Yeah, if you guys are going to tune in, might as well. I think it is kickoff in. Let me check. Why should I assume? It's 23 minutes away. If you guys are going to tune in, I'm going to make a new stream in 20 minutes and join in. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's been fun, man. The stream has given me all sorts of a range of emotion. I was absolutely fuming at halftime, but the 3 goals, needed, much needed. It's something from my throat because doing back-to-back games really does put a big strain on my voice. What can I do? I love the sport. I love what I do. Should be fun. Halftime maybe, 45 minutes. If Liverpool possibly score a couple of goals, but Newcastle will feel they've got something to play for here. They've been wronged in the transfer window after Liverpool went and not just took their first, they took their second choice striker as well. First Alexander Isak and then Hugo Ekitike for a combined fee of well over 200 mil. Look at Newcastle's team. Nick Pope, Lewis Hall, Dan Burn, Malik Thiaw, Trippier, Ramsey, Tonali, Willock. Where's Gimaresh? Maybe resting. Barnes, Gordon and Elanga. It's a hard-working Newcastle team. Voltemado's on the bench. So is Visser. Joe Linton's injured. Where is the skipper? Is he suspended? Am I missing something? Either way. Liverpool, Alisson, Szoboszlai right back. Konate, Van Dijk, Milos Kerkez, Ryan Gravenberg, Alexis McAllister, Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, Mo Salah and Hugo Ekitike. That is a very strong Liverpool lineup, by the way. I mean, it's going to be a cracker of a game. Fuck it. We're doing the watch-along, guys. Why not? Should be fun. Sunday tomorrow. Sunday. But I'll see you guys for the next stream. Thanks a lot for joining in. I had a blast. I had an absolute blast. And Chelsea winning obviously propels it to newer heights. But Newcastle, let's have a look at their table standings. Liverpool in 6th, Newcastle in 10th. A win for Newcastle will take them level on points with Liverpool. Lots to play for. Look at that. Fulham 34 points, Everton 34, Brentford 33, Newcastle 33 and Liverpool on 36 points in 6th position. There is no room to breathe in the Premier League, man. That's why Chelsea winning 3 games in a row was so crucial. Brentford, Crystal Palace and West Ham at home could have been potential banana skins, but Liam Rossinier, the combination of man management and changes being made, is affecting games. But I need to see more tactically. I mean, yes, he's got no time on the training pitch, right, in terms of really implementing his style and structure. He's just going to have to pretty much, it's a game every 3 days. We played Napoli, quick break, quick turnaround, West Ham at home, then travel to the Emirates. Then at the weekend, I think we got Wolverhampton Wanderers where we travel away again. So the schedule is hectic for Chelsea. We just have to keep going. Just got to keep going. United have got Fulham at home. I'm expecting them to do the business. But that's the kind of game where Manchester United have tripped up in the past, especially with this place. I mean, you can't really get gassed too much with Michael Carrick, right? But beating Manchester City and Arsenal back-to-back, you don't really blame them for getting gassed and even making those shouts that Carrick should get the job full-time. I mean, you must remember that Michael Carrick is pretty much playing with... His back four basically was... Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's back four. I mean, Diogo Dalot, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. Is that the future, or are you still living in the past a little bit? Fair play. Getting results, getting 6 points against those two teams is no mean feat. I mean, absolutely fair play. I mean, Carrick's resume is already looking very, very good in terms of the coaches he's beaten. But you can't forget that these are the same players that had Ruben Amram and themselves floundering for most of the season. But now it seems that a couple of wins, 3 wins in a row, and suddenly you're back in the top four. That's how quickly things turn in the Premier League. So makes it really, really interesting. But should be fun. Should be fun. Liverpool, Newcastle United at home. Liverpool have kept that unbeaten run going for a long, long time, but I would say that was a fugazi unbeaten run. Lot of draws. What is that? 5 wins in the league since September, October even. That's nowhere near enough. But they've got quality players, man. You still scratch your head and wonder as to why Liverpool have really struggled. Arne Slot does want his team to be completely different from a Jurgen Klopp team in terms of how they press, how they are, in terms of their ball usage and how quickly they like to attack. And of course, Mo Salah has dipped after having an all-timer of a season last season. I mean, you can't really legislate for that dip, but I mean, Salah has been absolutely incredible in terms of production since he joined the league in 2017-18. So he's just bound to have one of these seasons, and it's come at this stage. I mean, nearly 10 years in, you're pretty much forgiven that season, because every time he's hitting 20 goals, isn't he? Even in his worst, when he's not playing at his best, 20 goals, guaranteed 20-goal man. I mean, where are you getting that in the Premier League? I think Chelsea might have one here. I'm not sure whether or not Joao Pedro might be a 20-goal striker, but goodness me, does he have everything in the locker to be that guy. He needs to get more volume of shots. He's getting there. He's been totally transformed under Liam Rossini in terms of his impact in the opposition box. More of the same Joao Pedro. He tried to give him a rest. He got 45 minutes of rest before he came on and made the real impact we needed. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a fun stream. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Take a short break and join in the next stream. I'll make a fresh one. See you guys.